Hey guys, I'm Cameron Morris, and this week's comic of the week is The Black Hood. Now, this is written by JMS, J. Michael Straczynski. You might know him from Superman Earth 1, is a massive comic that he did, but he's worked on comics for years and years and years. He's worked for DC quite a lot. But this is, by all accounts, a indie comic. It's published by Dark Circle Comics, and it is just so gritty. It's insane. It's a lot darker than a lot of the other comics that I've recommended on the show. The art is by Michael Gaydos, and it is just have a look at this now. Let me just show you this. It's such a gritty and just tragic story. So speaking of the story, it's basically about a cop who gets into a severe injury that disfigures him, and it kind of drives him a little mad. And then he starts dressing up as a vigilante called the Black Hood, and going around just beating on perps. It's akin to like The Dark Knight Returns, kind of. That's how I would compare it to. If Batman wasn't Batman, he was a cop that then turned into Batman in The Dark Knight Returns. It's kind of similar to that, but it's a lot darker and it's a lot more realistic. You hear a lot of narration. You hear just as much as narration as you would in like a Spider-Man comic, but instead of him talking about how he wants to go see Mary Jane or he wants to date Gwen Stacy, he's talking about how depressed he is, and it's so almost hard to read at times because it's done very well. But I would highly recommend it if you're into dramatic superhero stories like this. I wouldn't even call him a superhero. He is just a vigilante. There's nothing super about him. But I would highly recommend it, like I said, if you're into very dark, gritty, and realistic stories where they try to bring like vigilantes into the real world and give them human stories. So you can find this at loads of comic book stores. You can find this online on stuff like Amazon and stuff. I'm only recommending issue 1 because that's all I've read. But I've been told by other people that it gets better and better. So yeah, that's my recommendation for this week. You can always check back next week where I'll recommend another comic book. And you can follow me on Twitter if you want to hear more of my thoughts at Cameron P. Morris. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.
Whoa! I'm clearly falling off a cliff! To save my life, you have to like and subscribe and do all that good stuff, like buy stuff on our t-shirt page. You can buy a hat. Look at this hat. Can you buy this hat? I don't know. Is this hat available yet? Yeah, it is. All right, great. Well, I don't know where I reached this hat from because I'm clearly falling off a cliff. Oh, my hat! Oh, no! Well, goodbye.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I love it.